DrylessInk.
Hey everybody, this is Luis from DrylessInk. This tutorial is a pretty quick exercise. This is for more of the beginner of Photoshop user. So let's just get to it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna actually use this image and turn everything black and white except her eyes. We're gonna leave her eyes green and or maybe her lips. We'll see what looks better, but most likely we'll just leave her eyes green and turn everything else black and white. So I'll put this image in the description, but this is not my image. This is from Desktop Stars, and it is a background image. This actress is Olivia Wilde. You might recognize her from Tron, and also the TV show House. So let me minimize that. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna turn everything black and white. So we need a copy of this image, and as you see, I have one here. But let me show you how to copy this. So you click on her image and then you just select it by clicking on it and then just drag it onto your desktop. Like as you see here, I already dragged it, so I don't have to copy it again, but please go ahead and copy that image onto your desktop. Also, after this exercise, it's better if you just save your file and throw away the photo, or throw away the photo just so your computer doesn't start slowing down. As you see up here, this is quite a big of a resolution. So one image, it doesn't affect your computer that much, but once you get the hang of Photoshop, it's just you'll have many images in your computer, which will slow it down. So okay, now that we have the image on our desktop, let's open up Photoshop. Okay, once you open up Photoshop, what I want you to do is open up the photograph we just grabbed from the internet. There's two ways of doing that. You could either go to your desktop and drag it onto the icon in the bottom and it open on Photoshop, or the easiest way is go to File, because sometimes for PC users or Windows users, you cannot do that. You can't drag it. You might have some problems with it. So just go to File, Open, and look for the name of the image. The name of the image is Olivia Wilde. So let's look down. There we go, Olivia Wilde. So open. Okay. First thing we want to do when we have an original image on our Photoshop program, what we have to do is just go to background, drag it to the little white piece of paper down there, and you'll see it turns into a hand. It goes from a circle with a slash through it to a small hand. And what you did right here, you just duplicated the layer. Either you could do that, or you could press Command or Control J. It just makes a copy of whatever layer you had selected. So again, Command J or Control J on PC, Command J on Apple. So let's just turn off the layer. Remember the small eye here deactivates the layer on the bottom. This is a bottom layer. You can't really tell the difference now, but it's top layer, bottom layer. You can't see the bottom layer because the top layer is actually lit. Okay, so let's start with the brush tool. Okay, once you selected your brush, you could select your brush here. You could either press B for shortcuts. It's easier and faster for you. You'll get more work done if you actually press the shortcut. As you see here, as I'm hovering over the brush, it tells you what the brush is and the shortcut. It says brush tool, and if you press B, you select it. For example, here I'm not selected on the tool, but I'm gonna press B, and then it goes on the tool. Okay, so now that we're selected on the brush tool, make sure you're selected on the copy you made, not the original. Okay, so it says it should be layer 1. So select the layer. It's selected by when it's blue. So from there, go to this side. You're gonna go over here to edit quick mask mode, or just press Q. So let's go ahead and press Q. Okay, as you notice here, it was selected here. If you press Q again, it's unselected and selected. We want it selected just like this, so when you hover over it, it actually turns red there. So if you notice with your brush, review right click you'll see your sizes here, and then you select the size. Once you selected a good size, this should be good. You click here, and let's zoom in. Press Command or Control plus, and this will zoom you in. If you press space, you'll be able to drag. So drag it. Okay. Once you drag to her eye, and as you see, I actually selected that too small. Next to the P, you have those two little brackets. You could minimize it from there. That's also another shortcut. You could see these, which makes it smaller. Let's select that size. That size is good. So let's select. As you see, you're gonna see. Notice it turns red. What this is just showing you is that what you're selecting, and it's painting. This isn't painting the actual image. It's just making a mask, just like you would put masking tape on something. When you paint, let's say you're gonna paint your house, you would put paper and you would mask around a light fixture you don't want to paint. So this is what you're doing. You're covering up the light fixture you don't want to paint. So press space and drag it to her other eye, and once again, just paint her eye. As you see, I'm being very careful to not painting other places besides her eye. Let's say I do this by accident. It's easy. Just press E or go to your erase tool and erase that. Okay, now go press B again so you can go to brush tool, and let's fill in the rest of this eye. Okay, now that you have those eyes selected, press Command minus or Control minus on a Command minus on a Mac and Control minus on a PC. If I said that wrong, I'm sorry, but just try those buttons I'm saying and you'll notice how to do it. Sometimes on a PC, what you have to do is you're going to have to press Control, Shift, and minus just in case. But I'm pretty sure you could just do it just pressing Control minus. Okay, as you see here, her eyes are selected. And then we're going to go back over here or press Q, which is the same. Clicking here or pressing Q is the same. And you'll see we have these little ants. We call these the marching ants. It's not literally marching ants, but as you can see, it just kind of looks like little ants marching around. Okay, so what we're going to do is press Command Shift I. What this is going to do, it's going to invert. So let me undo that again. Okay, you can see here how we have these little marching ants all around the image. So just so I can show you what's selected right now, let's press delete. I'm going to press delete. And you're seeing that everything except the eyes was deleted. So let's undo it. Press Command Z or Control Z. Okay, so what we're going to do, as you can see, everything is selected except her eyes. We're going to go to Image, Adjustments, and I'm gonna show you the easy way to make it black and white. There's a black and white here, setup here. You press it here. And then you could actually make the lights a little lighter, just like this, you know, or the greens a little darker. Okay, this is more complicated. Once you get the hang of Photoshop, you'll be able to tweak these colors out, the magentas. You know, if you want to make like the lips, you see the lips are a little lighter, a little darker. After you get the hang of Photoshop, this is gonna be like your bread and butter. But for now that you're just barely getting the hang of it, let's just go to Adjustments, go to Image, Adjustments, Hue and Saturation. Here what you're going to do is you're going to desaturate the image, which means you can remove all the color. So press here and just drag it to the left. As you notice, it starts to fade on your actual workspace here. Just drag it all the way, and it's all black and white. So press OK. Okay, so now everything's still selected. So what you want to do, you want to make the marching ants disappear. Press Control D or Command D on the Mac. Okay, now that you have that selected, you can see that's press F, so you could just keep pressing F until it all disappears. Okay, so you see, it was a pretty quick exercise, so you could just make that all black and white except her eyes. Alright, thanks for watching. Please comment and subscribe. Please don't hesitate to ask any questions. Make sure to answer your questions as fast as possible. And I'll make sure to keep posting up some tutorials and beginner tutorials, and later maybe some actual more advanced tutorials that are actually a little bit more fun and challenging. Alright, thanks guys.